Well, good morning, YouTube. Today is June 11th. It is opening day at the Laconia Motorcycle Week. And if you can't tell by the background behind me, we are not in Laconia. Some things went crazy. Can't really explain it right now, but it has prevented us from going to Laconia. This is a little bit hard for me to accept because I've never missed a show. In the 12 years or so that we've been doing this, not once have I ever missed a show, but it happened. Nothing I can do about it at this point. I can't get into a lot of detail. I did record some footage of the situation, and I cannot put it out there just yet, but there's actually a slight hint in this video right now, at this very second, that if you're astute enough to notice, you might get a hint. But when I feel that it is, if and when it is appropriate to release that footage, I will do so. Until then, you guys will just have to understand. And if you're looking forward to seeing us in Laconia, I apologize. But you see what else is behind me? That's my Harley. Talking to a good friend of mine, Gary, last night, and he was actually debating on coming down here and visiting me for the weekend. Now, Gary and I have been friends since 7th grade. He is the longest friend, longest running. We've been friends for the longest time. I don't know how to phrase that right, but he's my oldest friend. Not that he's the oldest friend I have, but he's been friends with me the longest. Like I said, 7th grade was a long time for us old guys. Anyway, we did the math on it, and it would take him way too long to get down here on his motorcycle and then get back home when we only had the weekend. So we decided to meet somewhere in the middle. So it's not business. This is just a getaway. We're going to meet somewhere in West Virginia, or near Fayetteville, West Virginia. So it's about a 6-hour ride, 367 miles or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but it'll be a good ride. Unfortunately, it's well into the afternoon right now, and it's going to be mostly interstate. Now, those of you that are just getting to know me know that I'm a rider. I'm not a guy that just takes his Harley to bike week and pretends I'm a biker. I've been riding all my life, and I used to ride a lot. And lately, because of our work schedule and having to drive big trucks around, it's been very difficult for me to put any real miles on my Harley. So just the idea of the spur of the moment, last second, let's take a road trip on the bike, I was in. I need to kind of get back to my roots. Maybe it'll help me de-stress a little bit from everything that's been going on lately. Not that I'm stressed, but it'll still be good to get on the bike and go. Now, if you look at those skies behind me, the weather is not in our favor, but like I said, we're bikers. I just said, screw it, we're gonna go anyways. So my friend Gary lives in New York State, in between Jamestown and Buffalo. So, you know, West Virginia is kind of our halfway point. So he's going to be heading down. I'm going to be heading up. We're going to meet in the middle, just hang out for a couple of days in West Virginia and try to be back home on Sunday evening before dinner. So with the weather being bad and some of the riding is going to be at night, most likely, I don't know how much road footage I'm going to get. I don't have a good way of mounting this camera to the actual motorcycle. And of course, with the rain, I don't want it out in the weather anyway. So I'll get what I can, but no promises, but hang out for a little bit. Let's see where this goes. All right, guys, I stopped in Johnson City, Tennessee to take my first break. Needed some fuel, wanted to stretch my legs a little bit, and I had to pee. But we're not staying long. Just stopped off the bike, went to the restroom, get back on the road. I got lucky with the weather for the first 100 miles. And then as I was coming through Asheville, got some rain. And then got stuck in some traffic as well. Then it cleared up a little bit, and as I was climbing that mountain out of Asheville and then coming back down to the Johnson City, Tennessee, climbing the mountain for like 5 miles, I got some good rain. Not super hard, but way harder than what I had earlier. And then just as I was pulling into the gas station here, it had just started coming down. So I only got like a mile in it. But luckily, while I've been getting gas, it kind of stopped. So hopefully I don't catch right up to it and end up in it again. But we're gonna get back on the road and keep going. All right, guys, it's about 9 o'clock at night. As you can see, the sun is setting, it's starting to get dark. I am at exit 28 on Interstate 77 in West Virginia. I only have about 31 miles left to go to reach my destination at the hotel. However, the bike was thirsty again, so I had to stop and get some fuel. And I was looking at the maps where the hotel is, and there's really nothing at that exit near the hotel for me to eat, and I'm pretty hungry. So figured I'm gonna go ahead and get a bite to eat while I'm here. I don't know where Gary's at as far as how far he's made it. I know I left a little earlier than him. I actually pulled out of town, I don't know, around 3:30 or so, give or take. So it's 9 o'clock, so pretty good schedule. Like I said, it was estimated to be like 5 hours and 47 minutes, and I've only got 30 miles to go, and it's been 5.5 hours, so not too bad. A little bit saddle sore, but not terrible. I mean, I could keep going if I needed to, but I'm glad I'm almost there. And even though most of this trip has been interstate, and I typically do not like riding on the interstate just because I enjoy the back roads, at least it's been some really pretty interstate. You know, West Virginia on Interstate 77 is really nice. 81 through Virginia is also very nice. And of course, all the roads leaving my house, getting over towards Asheville was good too. Still did pretty good with weather. As you can see, the ground here is all wet. It rained here recently, but I didn't get rained on. When I left that last gas stop, it drizzled on me for maybe another 5 miles, and then had beautiful blue skies for the next, I don't know, 150 miles or so. And then just as I crossed from Virginia into West Virginia, I got a little bit more sprinkle, but only for a couple of miles. And it's just been kind of like that. It's not raining, but I get the little droplets on my visor on occasion. Like I've been lucky enough to miss most of it. So anyway, I'm gonna go in here, grab a bite to eat, and then get that last 30 miles in. All right, guys, I made it here to the Holiday Lodge in Oak Hill, West Virginia. Got checked into my room, just going to get some stuff out of my saddlebags, on my clothes for tomorrow and whatnot. Looks like a fairly nice place. It's very quiet. All right, everybody, she made it all the way here, almost 400 miles. So for those who doubted her, proof that she does her job. Now I say that because I get so many people at the rallies. I'm trying to get better lighting here. If so many people at the rallies think that when this motorcycle is sitting out there on display running all day long and not overheating, they think I've got something rigged up in there as a display. They don't realize this is a real motorcycle that I ride. You know, today when we decided to do this trip, there was no preparation, no nothing. I checked the oil, made sure air was in the tires at the proper PSI, and I jumped on it and I went. This is a real life motorcycle that does everything I says it can do. Well, guys, I know it's dark and this may not come out as good as I hoped, but I get checked into the hotel. I look out my window and what do I see sitting in the parking lot? Yep, 2, not 1, but 2. There's another one right over there. 2 North American Van Line trailers, both of them from Beltman. So these are my brothers of sorts. Probably never met the guys, but we work for the same company. What are the chances the hotel I check into has got co-workers staying here? You know, while I was out to that trailer, I couldn't help but to notice how shiny and new it was. So I went ahead and looked at the VIN plate, and that trailer was manufactured of April of 2021. So it is literally only about 2 months old. Brand spanking new trailer. It's amazing how nice they look when they're new. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get settled for the night, get some sleep, and I hope you liked the video. I know it wasn't what you were expecting because you thought we'd be in Laconia. Hopefully I'll be able to explain someday what happened there. But well, guys, I think that's gonna bring this video to a close. There's not much more going on tonight. I'm just gonna settle down, get some sleep, and then hopefully Gary will be here in the morning. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I talked to Gary. While I was eating, he called me and he was still in the Pittsburgh area, so he's quite a ways away. He got a later start than I did, so he may not even make it all the way here tonight. So I may not see him till morning, but it's okay. I'm gonna get some rest anyways. So I hope you liked the video. Please hit the like button if you did, leave a comment, share and subscribe, and until the next time I see you, keep those engines running.